Zimbabwe Farmers Union News Bulletin. Here's hoping that we find you well. My name is Adiva Machiso Gwenzi. Stories making headlines this week. Zimbabwe recently held a maize value chain grains conference to discuss ways on how to improve the sector. And ZFU farmers equipped with knowledge on how to become successful in agriculture. We now get into the stories in detail. Zimbabwe recently held a maize value chain grains conference with the objective of deliberating on ways to strengthen and grow the sector. This year's conference dwelt on the Command Agriculture program. The conference discussed success stories, challenges, as well as ways of improving the program. Our ZFU farmer made a presentation at the event. We get more from the following clip.
The guided suggestions that now farmers union in private sector should outsource implementation. Further, to decentralize inputs collection points. Kwatiri kutora, kwatazvitora kuresa, saka tikaiswa padhuze zvinobatsira vari mose. Vanoda kuti promote adherence to good agricultural practice, especially soil testing, weed and pest management. Panoda zvakauya kuve nemandated and capacited, panoda kuve nemandated and capacited agritechs and farmers union to monitor the program at farm level. Murimaka anoda kubatsirwa zvikuru sezvo patiri pasi kuti iko kuground chakuti zvakabuda chinhu. The guided conclusion yangu inoti Command Agriculture program can boost grain production kana taita takabatana maplayers vose. Uyezve ino strengthen a public-private partnership to grow the scheme. The guided iwa yadomagumo nokutenda inokuterera kwamaita zve.
Still on the maize value chain grains conference, Vice President Emerson Munangagwa, who was the guest of honor at the event, alluded to the fact that insights from the event will lay a solid foundation for the country's economic takeoff.
As we dialogue here today, we must ensure that all the players across the maize value chain, be it the farmers, input suppliers, or financiers, get a fair return on their investment. This is important, as industrial profitability can attract offshore capital into this key strategic sector. I want to say something about our other stakeholders in agriculture, like the seed companies, the fertilizer companies, chemical companies, and so on, oil companies. When we brought them together and said, well, this program, we need your support, they said, yes, they can give us their support, but we must pay their debts first. But after long discussion, we were able to put the debts behind and begin on a clean slate. Today, they are happy, very happy, because what they are delivering now is paid instantly. And I'm happy that as we go forward, we continue to have full support from these stakeholders. As a result of the expanded maize hectarage and the increased yields during the 2016-2017 season, most maize value chain players benefited or are still to benefit from increased demand for their products. In this respect, seed houses, fertilizer companies, chemical suppliers all benefited this program just because they decided to cooperate. And they've benefited. They're all smiling. The quantum leap in the 2016-2017 maize outputs should thus drive economies and various experiences across the value chain. It is this cost-effective that will make the agricultural sector, and by extension the country, competitive and attractive to investors.
It is crucial for farmers to have agricultural knowledge for them to be successful. And in a bid to improve the sector, the Zimbabwe Farmers Union conducts trainings for smallholder farmers. Let's hear more from the ZFU Field and Project Manager, Mr. Shadrack Mungwe.
Zimbabwe Farmers Union conducts a number of technical training programs in the rural farming community, and those are actually meant to increase productivity, and that training is either in crops or in livestock, and it's meant to boost the productivity among our farmers. Because if you look at livestock, you need quality head in order to benefit from good grades when you sell to abattoirs. So it's very important that you come up with a quality head or a quality beast. So that's why we emphasize training in ZFU. And as for crops, we also emphasize quality. Even if you want to get the best of cotton, the best of tobacco, it actually comes out of good training support. We have specific places where we have conducted such training in support of our farmers. We also include farmers who are in irrigation schemes, like in Negomo we trained over 80 farmers in Negomo. And the emphasis was, in fact, took cognizance of the fact that they are supported by agri-techs at local level for technical training and other NGOs, but the training that has been a missing link has been farming as a business and financial literacy. We also included leadership training to also ensure group cohesion within the Negomo community, which is an irrigation scheme. And ZFU has been instrumental, and we believe, one, the farmer needs to be coached on good leadership, and separately they also need to understand that farming has to be done as a business.
At the Negomo graduation ceremony, we witnessed even elderly people getting certificates. The Zimbabwe Farmers Union, in partnership with UNDP, hosted AgriTalk session in Bulawayo, where young farmers were equipped with knowledge on how to excel in their farming businesses.
The problem is with us. We don't know how to handle the egg from the time when it's being made to the time when it gets to the machine. Can you help us on the better ways of how to handle it? Because I've seen someone.
I think I'm not the best person on incubators, but I will tell you basically. You know, it's the temperature when we are collecting the eggs. You see, and the days from collection to putting into the incubator. Sometimes you get your eggs spoiled because you have kept them long. And the egg, the embryo had started developing. Or the temperatures have been too high, while you are still collecting the number of your eggs. So it's quite important to have a clean, and usually I think it's about 3 days collection. And I think the temperature should be normal, about 21, the normal temperature. If the temperatures are too high or too cold, then you have a problem. So it's actually important, that's very important. And also, once you put them in, then that's a routine. And then after that, you're cleaning and disinfecting and resting the incubator. Yeah. Your quality of the egg is also important. Checking for egg fertility, that the eggs we are putting in are fertile. Because sometimes they might not be fertile eggs. It's also crucial.
This has been our news bulletin for this week, and from me and the crew behind the scenes, it's a wrap.